Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about Elden Ring Nightreigns network test and how it is apparently just on fire. We're going to be on PC Gamer today. This is written by Molly Taylor. Thank you for the article. It will be linked down in the description if you want to read along for yourself or if you just want to read along with me. The title goes, "Don't worry about missing Elden Ring Nightreigns network test on PC. Nobody could play it on console either." It's not a good start from FromSoftware's roguelike spin-off. Now, if you don't know the details, Nightreigns network test is console only, so you couldn't play it on PC. But it seems like the servers did not hold. Luckily, they're doing a network test for this reason, most likely. But the servers were just on fire the whole time, apparently. Just before we get into the article, I'd like to remind everyone, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll continue on. This weekend, Elden Ring's network test may not include us PC players, but that won't stop me from watching from the sidelines with a bucket of popcorn where the servers probably burn. And also, installing the thing on my own PlayStation 5 to give things a whirl, only to find myself totally unable to even try the thing out during its first 3-hour run. Yeah, so first of all, Nightreigns network test is kind of weird. Instead of running for a set period of time, like how most games run their tests or betas for 48 hours or so, instead it's choosing a sprinkle of 3-hour pockets from now until February 17th. This first session wrapped up at 6 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. EST, 2 p.m. GMT today. Oh gee, so it's probably Japanese time then. Not that it really matters, since it seems like barely anyone was able to get in anyway. That was probably the Japanese test, most likely. Elden Ring, happy Valentine's Day. Elden Ring beta server, that's some good memes. I did see some really good memes that pop up. It's too bad that it seemed like the servers were just on fire. But I guess that's why you have a network test, because they're trying to do it. But it's weird that not even people could get on it. The Elden Ring subreddit is full of folk laughing through the pain at Nightreigns servers appearing to have crapped out less than an hour into the session. Okay, so some people were able to get on. I gave things a try myself around 11:30 a.m. UK time, only to be repeatedly met with the login error at the title screen. The FromSoftware player support Twitter notes that the game server is experiencing high traffic, making it difficult to match, before shortly following it up with an acknowledgement that the whole thing was borked. Yeah, I feel like they should have realized how popular this thing's going to be. Currently, there's a malfunction on the Elden Ring Nightreigns game server. The account posted, "We will restart the server to restore service. Will happen around 40 minutes later. Not that it seems to make much difference, mind." Yeah. I continue to try myself between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. At the furthest, I was able to get into the hub. The game never actually managed to throw me into a match, forcing me back to the title screen to start the whole thing all over again. Finally gave up shortly before 2 p.m., resigning myself to a session lost before crawling back to my beloved desktop. Yeah, it does seem like it really was a mess. Maybe they didn't expect that many people to be interested in a 3-hour block network test, but I think they're underestimating how popular Elden Ring really is. For some reason, even though it's like one of their best-selling games. So yeah, yep, the "let me in" meme, I did see that one. This doesn't mean everyone was unable to play though. There was a scattering of Reddit posts of folk who managed to successfully get through the matchmaking and take on the network test's boss within. Nice. But unfortunately, for the most part, it seemed like the would-be Nightringers missed out. The FromSoftware Twitter page posted one final apology as the first session concluded, added that it may rerun the test to make up for things. "We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused to all players due to the game server issues." The post read, "Today's network test will end at 2300 Japanese time as scheduled. We will proceed with improvement work. We're considered holding an additional test for today's session. Your understanding and cooperation will be greatly appreciated." Ultimately, it's a frustrating situation for both sides, yeah. Though, I guess to be fair, it's also a very educational thing, because it's supposed to be a network test, and the servers were in fact on fire. So it's good to know that they can at least see things happening, because I'm assuming the May launch is going to be even more popular, because it was only people that are willing to sign up for a network test. That's not every single player, right? So that's probably a minority of players. So the fact that it couldn't even handle this shows how unprepared the servers might actually be for launch, and they need to ramp it up. Ultimately, it's a frustrating situation for both sides. Of course, it would have been rad to try and dive in, but I'm sure FromSoftware have been equal bad time as trying to put out the fires, as I was getting hard stuck in the login disconnect loop. Unfortunately for me, the next session runs at 3 a.m. UK time, so I have to wait until tomorrow 7 p.m. session to get things another go. Hopefully FromSoftware manages to get things a little more stable before then, and I'll be over here hoping that the PlayStation Xbox users will be able to be the guinea pigs. So when the network test inevitably comes to PC, we won't suffer the same issues. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah, it really does suck that it seems to be of like a total disaster. But I think the big thing is that at least they can now know the amount of what's it called, like people that are interested even in these small network tests to gauge how popular the game's going to be at launch. I have a very bad feeling. I have the same feeling for the new Monster Hunter game, is like people aren't going to be able to play day one because it's going to be an always online game. Not like, I think you can play offline in Monster Hunter Wilds, but like in Elden Ring Nightreign, it is a cooperative multiplayer game. So I don't even think people are going to be able to play day one, honestly. If I was going to play this game right away, I would wait a couple days before even buying it, because I feel like the game servers are just going to be totally borked the first. I mean, any online game and this problem happens, and I don't understand why. I understand that servers are being maxed out and like the amount of traffic is hard for them, but I'm wondering why it's still a problem, because this happens basically every time for every game. And to be fair, FromSoftware hasn't really done online games that much, but they should have seen this. I feel like they should have seen this coming, considering how it's a spin-off game of Elden Ring, their most successful game, and they're coming off one of their most successful game launches. And the DLC was also a crazy success. So I'm curious why the servers fell so hard so fast. Was it simply just because so many people were there, or they underestimated how much interest was in the network tests? And to be fair, the network structure is very weird. And it's interesting that they're just not running this test over the weekend, and it's over like what, 5 days? When it starts today, right? So 14, 15, 16, 17, so 4 days technically, but weird 3-hour blocks. So that's kind of weird, but I mean, it looks like they needed it because the servers were not ready for this, and it is good that they get this out right away, I think, because if this happened during launch, it'd be even worse. And hopefully they can actually fix this before the launch happens, because they have a couple months, because there's a lot of people interested in this game, me included. I'm interested in Elden Ring Nightreigns, and it would really suck if it just goes completely self-destructs itself, because it really does. It does look like a really fun game. I've seen the gameplay that a bunch of people had access to, and it looks like a really interesting title. The problem is that it is a cooperative game, so you need to have the servers be able to hold up. And because I don't think you can solo this game. I'm almost positive you cannot play this game solo. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they handle this situation. And hopefully the next one goes better. If it's a disaster again, I'll probably be doing more videos on it. But so far, it seems like it is hopefully just the first test blues or first test problems. Hopefully they're going to fix it, and then we can just see all the thing. I actually don't know if it's under NDA, this network test. I don't think so, but we'll see, and people's reactions to it. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it if you do that. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video. If you'd like to follow me on other places, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. If you'd like to check me out on any of those platforms with the same name, the Techno Jelly. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye everyone.